Well, Phil Holloway, I know you went up to Preston with about 5,000 other people last night. Not only a good result, but a good celebration afterwards. It was the full Monty, so to speak, wasn't it?
It was, John. It was a great evening up there at Preston. Like you say, close to 6,000 Leicester fans officially. I think there was a few more. There was quite a few in the Preston stands as well. So it was a celebration because obviously we got promoted. So people were in great mood. And then really the icing on the cake was the fact that the title was there to be won. And that's exactly what happened.
And Jamie Vardy showing why he should maybe come back for another year. I think that was almost indicated by the manager afterwards.
Yeah, I think the fans were singing, 10 more years, Jamie Vardy playing football the Enzo way. But I think certainly in the end this season, you would say he's had a very successful championship season. And I think he's been a big reason why we've got over that line, because I think maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago when we lost at Millwall and away at Plymouth, there was a lot of doubt amongst the fans. And I think Jamie Vardy has perhaps rallied the players, rallied the club, and galvanised everybody to get over the line. So I think he's got 1 more year in him, John, at Leicester at least. In the Premier League, maybe it won't be as the main striker week in, week out. You'll have to use him, carefully. But I'm sure there'll be matches where Jamie Vardy will score important goals for Leicester still.
It's keeping the spine of the team, isn't it? Dewsbury Hall obviously has been at Leicester for quite a lot of years, about 20, I think, and some rumours about him going, but the way he's talking, you'd like to see him stay, wouldn't you?
I think so. Obviously, he's a Leicester lad. He's from Shepshed, John. So I think most fans take to people like him and Hamza Chowdhury, want to see them around the club, these people who are connected to Leicester. The only question will be is, and we know Leicester's it got some issues with FFP potentially, is will we have to sell him for maybe 30 or 40 million pounds to balance the books a bit and then reinvest in players, younger talent to come up. I think he will stay at Leicester because he wanted to get Leicester up and he's done that. I think he would want to give at least 1 more season, be part of, see where this team can go now.
And obviously it's going to be a big celebration with Blackburn coming to the King Power Stadium on Saturday. If it was about half an hour after the game at Preston, I don't know how long it's going to go on for once they get the trophy.
Yeah, well, that was it, John. The celebrations after the game up at Preston went on. You can probably hear my voice is still a bit sore from it all. But the atmosphere before the game, during the game, half time on the concourse, John, up there at Preston was just insane. How busy, and there was smoke bombs being let off in the concourse. It was a real party atmosphere. Like you say, at the end, the players wouldn't leave the pitch. Every time they've got all the way to the tunnel. I don't know if this came across on TV, but they got all the way to the other end of the pitch towards the tunnel, and then they all turned around and kept running back at the fans and did like a swallow dive. Yeah. So they did that 4 or 5, 6 times, I think.
But obviously the manager's got to think about next season, but he's keen to focus on getting the 100 points this weekend before he starts planning ahead.
Yeah, I think I'm right in saying, John, is that there's a few records been broken or about to be broken. One is, I think we're now I don't know if it's a great thing, but we're the all-time second division champions. Like, I think we've won it 8 times now, which we probably would have liked to seen a little bit more top flight football than second division flight. But that's a record that we now own. And I think if we were to win on Saturday, we have 32 victories, which is a joint record in that second tier. It might be the record, but I think it's a joint record. So there's that. I think really Saturday, again, it doesn't really matter to me if we get the 100 points or not. We're going to lift the Football League trophy. Only the second time we've actually lifted that trophy, John. And I think it was about 10 years ago we did it last time, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was indeed. Well, thanks very much for your time. And I look forward to seeing you on Saturday. We'll probably chat after the game as well.
Looking forward to it, Sinky. Yeah, like you say, I don't know how long it'll go on for, but there'll be a lot of celebration, a lot of flag waving. There's a Jamie Vardy tifo before the game as well, so fans are encouraged to get down to the ground and get into the ground and enjoy the celebrations.
Yeah, 12:30 kickoff, so at least we'll have plenty of time afterwards.
Time for a pint.